Hey, it's TR. Today's video was entitled One Man's Trash is Another Man's Treasure. And it's going to center around this Kramer Pacer Classic.
This was a Black Friday purchase.
I'm sure you all know Average Joe. He's a good guy. He's got a great channel on here. Shout out to Average Joe. He does gear reviews, and exactly as his channel is called, he's an Average Joe. If you're just the hobby musician going to buy a guitar, he's going to tell you what you're getting. I, on the other hand, like to work on my guitars. So what may be unusable to an average person could be a great guitar to me. This is the case. This was a Black Friday special last Christmas. It was $149. Joe had a bad experience with it. I watched his video and I said, I can fix all of that. And I did. And I bought this. And I'm very grateful to him steering me towards it because this is one of my favorite guitars now. Anyhow, let's talk about things on it, okay?
And this was the one that was on sale for $149, free shipping, which is a fantastic price, by the way, for this guitar. However, the guitar, that's not so much. And here's the deal with this thing, just full disclosure. So this is my second Kramer that I bought that had this identical problem. The other one was the Strat style guitar, the pure Strat style. I think it was a Focus, if I'm not mistaken, Kramer Focus. Their bullet-like lower end guitar that had razor sharp fret ends. Well, this thing has razor sharp fret ends. I mean, I actually cut my finger earlier when I was just trying to attempt to get the E string in order, working order.
I put a couple dollars into it, not a lot, a little bit.
This guitar is made extremely cheaply.
Changed out the potentiometers, did not like them. Put CTS. They are
DiMarzio branded CTS.
CTS. Meant since they're CTS, I had to buy new knobs because the shafts have a different number of splines and they're a different diameter. So the old knobs won't push on. These are the screw-on metal, heavily chromed. Paid $13 just for the set of knobs. Or potentiometers, I mean, were $7 a piece. I used the capacitor I had. I might have even reused the same one. I don't know. As a matter of fact, let's find out. I'm going to open the back up. I'm going to show you. So there was that. This trem arm, it's push-in arm I put in. I had it. But I will tell you they're $18 if you want to buy one. And the only other thing, well, besides putting strap locks on it, but that's...
These are just cheapo die-cast tuners, seal tuners on here.
I changed the tuners. The tuning machines weren't good. It matters not a lot on a Floyd Rose, but I still like having good tuners. Other than that, I just use these to make it play good.
The heritage that goes with this, with Eddie Van Halen, the whole iconic, state of Kramer, and this model, this 80s, shredder style guitar. However, it's not playable. And this is a Floyd Rose Special, which is the cheaper version, the OEM version of the Floyd Rose.
Joe mentions the Floyd Rose being cheap because it's a special. Specials are fine. They're made with just the same as a good one would be made, but some of the parts, instead of being hardened steel or zinc alloy, and they will wear out faster. The plate is spot hardened, which means the part near the studs where the work gets done is hardened steel, so you're fine. The rest of it's just regular steel. Same steel that's on good ones. It's just they only hardened the edge of these instead of the whole thing. The parts that would be steel on a good one are the parts that clamp the string. So this will have less string changes and whammy bar dives in it than the good one will. Other than that, it's the same design. Okay. The parts are all interchangeable, by the way. So, and there's nothing wrong with this. Works fine. Another little 18 bucks I put into it is I use my trims dive only. So I did that. And with the top mounted, you don't have a lot of space to pull back anyways. So I did that. Okay, so what did I do? I dressed the fret ends. Joe said they were sharp. I dressed them. Dressed them and polished them. I didn't have any unlevel frets on mine. Checked it all. Plays great. Pickups. Pickups are maligned. They're supposed to be Alnico.
Obviously, on the cheap guitar, the lower end guitar, these are Alnico 5 pickups, and they're I tried them out initially. They're very shrilly, very scratchy pickups.
I think they are. I think they sound like Alnico, and I think they sound fine. They sound Alnico to me, and you know what? Ceramic magnets, just because they're in cheap pickups, doesn't make them cheap pickups. The DiMarzio, the iconic DiMarzio Super Distortion, has what kind of magnets in it, do you suppose? Yeah, they're ceramic. Story I got is Alnico pickups were a thing of vintage guitars and went away through the Cold War because Alnico pickups were aluminum and cobalt and nickel. That's the knee, Alnico. Aluminum, nickel, cobalt. And that the cobalt was all being used up to make nuclear bombs. Anyways, they came back. You can get them. They cost a little bit more than the ceramic magnets, but it's not a deal breaker, believe you me. It's just the reason their cheap pickups have them in them is because they're trying to make a pickup as cheap as possible. And yeah, it may be, you know, cents difference, but cents adds up, and that's so ceramic doesn't make them bad. Let's get that clear too. And then I mentioned that I am no way picking on Joe in this video. I'm just piecing things together to kind of show you that, you know. Super big pluses. The finish on this guitar is fabulous. It's rock hard. It's shiny. It's perfect. I have no issues with it at all. The neck feels great. Would I like the frets to be a hair bigger? Yeah, but they're fine for this guitar. They feel good on it.
Guys, in terms of quality, this is a very, very low-end, inexpensive guitar.
I get it. Get it. You get a guitar and there's broken strings and things don't work on it. And believe you me, learning to deal with one of these Floyd Rose bridges is no picnic. It's been years, okay? And I still don't float them because they drive me nuts. That's why I put the trim stopper in them. But all in all, thank you, Joe. I ended up with one of my favorite guitars. This thing is beautiful. I love playing it. I just absolutely love playing it. So I will reiterate, one man's trash can be another man's treasure. It just might take a little polishing. Yes, folks, you can polish a turd.